We're live, kids.
Oh, we're back. What's tea, everyone, and welcome back to another episode here with Reynateas, your two
Yes,
fabulous bitch LGBT, which is bringing you all that snaz, girl, in a bag,
absolutely. Yes,
fresh out the pack. Okay,
that's right.
fresh out the
That's
pack. So today we're gonna be doing a reading for you guys. Okay,
yes.
general across the board
Yeah, let's
reading.
channel the girls, see what the energy is giving for you kids out there listening. Ooh, child, two cards done flew at, girl.
Mm,
And it's immediate shade, honey.
well.
Immediate shade. I guess we should I stop shuffling now?
Girl, what the spirit telling
Um,
you?
I'll do a little bit more. I'll do a little bit more until she does something again.
All right. Well, if you feel
Oh,
like this reading when we go in does resonate, let us know down
okay,
in the
what's that
comment
now?
section below, sweetie. And yeah, check out our Reyna Teas Big Cartel if you're interested in a personal reading with the both of us, two witches on the phone, bitch, giving you insight and consultation, girl.
Insight, insight, and
In depth.
consultation. Both witches
Okay.
on the line. Always. Everything you will get, honey, is the both of us, girl.
That's right.
So we're ready, girl.
Okay.
And we have two cards that flew out, which are the overarching themes of the
Mm-hmm.
reading.
Mm-hmm.
And the two cards that flew out are the Ten of Swords
Mm.
and the Four of Pentacles. So that's the
Wow.
overarching theme.
Wow.
So what are you
Well,
saying? What are you saying with that?
well, the Ten of Swords is about a finale. Like the shit is just shut down. There are bodies on the floor.
Not bodies.
Girl, there are bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. The girls are just not here for it. It's like beating a dead horse. Like whatever situation that is overarching this entire reading, it's no longer productive. It no longer yields any fruit. But it seems like whoever this reading might be for, they might be holding on to that because the Four of Pentacles, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the Four of
The
Pentacles.
Four of Pentacles, this is about hoarding. This is about being a miser. So whoever this reading is for, it's like some type of relationship, some type of situation, some type of job, some type of circumstance that is dead and you're still holding on to it. Okay.
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying. What about you?
Um, this Ten of Swords and Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this was a falling out. I feel like this was some type of falling out that you done had over some money. Um, we'll see with the reading because what we'll flesh it out. But I'm not sure yet if it's like greed. Like if you didn't want to give the person the money and you guys fell out, or they were the ones that were trying to hold on to the money and it was a betrayal. But it seems like there's an issue here with backstabbing, lying, um, and money. Somebody holding on to money, somebody being stingy
Mm.
with the money, somebody probably didn't want to lend you the money, and you probably could have owed maybe some months of rent, or you were in a bad position where you really needed that money,
The
and this
stability
person,
ain't right.
yeah, and the
Right.
person maybe probably didn't want to give it to you or something. That's a possibility.
Okay.
So something
Well,
like that's
let's
what
get
I'm
into this
seeing.
meat then. Let's get into the meat
Okay,
and
let's.
potatoes.
So the first card, the present position, is the Ace of Wands. So with this Ace of Wands card, to me, this is about like a beginning, something that you want to put energy into. The Ace of Wands is about like a birth, about maybe starting a business or starting school or something that you want to put your energy in, something that you believe in. So I feel like maybe this could possibly been a business venture, possibly between friends, um, or it could be a potential, maybe even a new job, but something that's new, a new venture, a new idea, the birth of something. What are you seeing with this?
I definitely agree with that. And tying it back to the present, the overarching theme, I feel like this is saying that whoever this reading is for, you kind of really needed this situation, or you kind of really needed this
Mm-hmm.
loan, or to borrow this money. It kind of seems like this was an investment that you were looking into. You know, you were really excited about it because the Ace of Wands represents excitement, enthusiasm. Like you were gun ho. You know, you were ready to take the bull by the horns, as they say, and really lead the charge with this. But going back to what the reading's kind of saying overall, it's like either this is not going to happen, or there might be something in the way that you might need to let go of for this to happen. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this energy.
Yes.
Very much enthusiasm to start this.
Yes, child. So the next card is the immediate influence, and it's the Three of Wands. So
A
what are you
lot of
seeing with
wands.
this?
Okay. The Three of Wands definitely is about looking over the horizon, planning your next move, having the vantage point. It seems like you, whoever this reading is for, you were very much more enthused about leading the charge of this venture than whoever your partner was,
Mm-hmm.
or whoever else is in the mix of this reading. It's like you wanted them to be a part of your dream, but it was solely your dream.
Mm.
It's what I'm seeing. And you're kind of, because in the Three of Wands, the person's also kind of standing alone as they venture. And I know in your deck,
Mm-hmm.
it talks about the African deck. This is about taking a bold move. So
Right.
whatever you're doing, it probably was a little even taboo. Maybe you
Mm.
were trying to get into some magic, honey. Listening to Reynateas over here and
Okay.
feeling like, okay, like I want to get into this or be a part of this, but there might be some impending danger. There might be some circumstance, either spiritually or energetically, going on around you that maybe you shouldn't leap before you look.
Mm.
That's what I'm feeling. So, what about you, sis?
The two. I'm sorry. The Three of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is the person. They were the visionary. They were the one taking the chance. They're the one that saw it. They're the ones that wanted to put this into motion. So I feel like you had a vision, and I feel like you're ready to execute it. And it probably was a bold move, or something that maybe this person didn't believe in as much as you. They didn't trust that this would be successful, and this may be your endeavor. I don't know what type of history you and this person have, but yeah, it just looks like they don't. I don't know. They just don't see it for you. And what you did say about the person being alone in this, it has to do with the next card, which is the Goal or Destiny, and especially in my deck, and it's a star card.
Mm.
Yeah. So the star card, you know what? Maybe this person. What if this person was jealous? What if this person is jealous of you?
Yes,
What
bitch.
if this person,
I was hearing that too.
yeah, what if this person is
Jealousy,
jealous of
honey.
you? And maybe this isn't like a life or death situation, not even life or death, but something about like, oh, owing rent or all of this, or like where you're in a predicament where they're kind of like in a position, not above you, but like they're the ones that you're going to for help. Maybe it's not something like that. Maybe it's some
Mm-hmm.
other type of situation where you're the one, where you're the visionary, and it's kind of going to be about you, but this person, they're in a position to help you out, but they kind of don't want to, because maybe they don't want to see you shine, or because like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what are you saying?
I see the same thing. I feel like this, you know, I feel like this person possibly is depending on this other partner or friend to
Mm-hmm.
push them to the next step. Maybe they say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna invest in you, girl. I got you. I'll help you with your makeup line, your modeling, your this, your that, whatever you're trying to do." And then when they really saw that you had the potential to be successful at this, or to be chosen, or to be picked, the jealousy start to kick in, because your inner qualities that made you innate, the star card is about having that innate luminescence, that um innate inside, bitch, that
Mhm.
shit illuminates from within, and no one can really ever rob you from that. It reminds me of that song by Dawn Richard, "Glow," honey, where she
Yes,
says,
Miss
"We
Glow.
will never fade, bitch. We'll light up the
Okay.
shade, honey. Just illuminate." And not a lot of people are going to be able to take that. Whatever it is that you're doing, whether this be you getting into magic, into spirituality, and you start being able to open doors for yourself, whether this is, you even wanting or desiring more or better for your life, because to have that vision
Mhm.
with the Ace of Wands, this is about like, okay, I see something different. I see a different path. And there's a lot of lobsters and crabs in the barrel, girl, and they're very good at
Yeah.
holding each other down.
Yes,
So
yes.
you will have to be alone through
You
this.
will have
You
to.
through
You
girl,
will
like
have
it's
to,
solitary.
Queen.
It is
Yeah,
solitary, sweetie.
yeah, girl.
Stop looking to other
Listen.
people for the validation, for the approval, for
Mhm.
yes, you're gonna need people to come through and help, and we always need a helping hand, but like you
Yeah.
shouldn't be too codependent on that. I
Oh,
feel like.
girl, absolutely. And you know what? This reading is about a friendship gone awry. This reading is
Mm,
about two girls that fell out. And you know what? I don't feel like this is your friend, girl. And
mm,
yeah, like I don't. It's messy. It's messy, girl.
mm.
Messy. Messy. Like, girl, y'all don't fell out. I think just leave it the way it is, girl. So, the next card is the distant past, and it's the Eight of Wands.
Mm.
So, in the distant past, this is the card about things in movement, rapid decisions. Um, I feel like in the distant past, maybe this person, um, I don't want to say that they helped you, or that because in my deck it's a person like literally like if they're carrying things with them. So I don't know if this person like helped you in the beginning, or they helped you move to where you're at, or that maybe they did make some decisions in the past that helped you out, and maybe that's why you felt like you could go to them, because you know the first card is the Ace of Wands. So the fact that we still have these wands, it's still here in the reading,
A
and that
lot
you
of
guys
them.
have its energy. So I feel like, and it's passion, and so maybe you guys did share something in the past, but I feel like it wasn't all good. I mean, what are you seeing, girl? Because yeah,
Well, I feel like you're definitely on the right track. I will say that this card coming up in the distant past, this does signify that you guys have traveled the road together, because it's the Eight of Wands,
yeah,
correct?
the eight,
Yeah, so
yes,
the Eight of Wands, those are eight wands that are shot in motion in the right away deck. They're shooting in motion together. So there's a collective objective, and I feel like maybe in the beginning you guys started the path together. Maybe you were roommates. Maybe you guys moved to
yeah.
another city together and was like,
Right.
"Oh,
Like
we're
maybe
gonna
she
do
was
all
the
these."
writer at first. Maybe she
Yeah,
wrote for
she
you
was
at
she was a
first.
writer. Yeah, your friend was a writer, and she had your back in the beginning. But it's like you now being and having these opportunities become open to you, it does differentiate your route from, I want to say hers, but it's like, applies to your concept. It could be a guy too. This could be a guy. This could be a family member. This could be a lover. Definitely apply to your situation. But especially if it's a lover, like those are the worst. When they're jealous of your success, because then they try to make it seem like it's your fault. Friends will do that too, but it's like with friends, eventually you understand that you have to kind of, it's like, okay, like, bitch, I have my own independent life and they have theirs sometimes. You guys aren't always together. But they might have become super attached and codependent of you since you guys went on this journey together. They expect maybe you guys to finish it. And it seems like the opportunities are coming a little bit faster for you because this also this card represents rapidness and just like bam, 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 like shit just taking off, you know. And the girls, maybe they didn't see it for her, but they saw it for you. They saw it for you, honey, but they didn't see it for her. So that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, so the next card is the recent, and she is the death card. So with this, it's like what you said. I feel like something happened, a transformation happened, an opportunity possibly happened. But I feel like this death card symbolizes that. I feel like you knew that it was over between you guys. I feel like it has been for a while that you guys probably drifted apart. Um, and yeah, I don't think there's any going back. I feel like it's time to move forward. I feel like it's time to move on with your life, and let this situation go. Because it is gonna show some shade coming up. So it's like I feel like this hasn't been the perfect friendship at all. Yeah, you guys have had your energetic ride or die times, but there also has been shade in between the friendship. So it's just kind of like everything is just kind of just happened because this 10 of swords, I feel like, is not as the overarching, like it's not just one time, it's many times, that this person has probably done shit to you,
Yeah,
has
like
hurt
passive
you
aggressive
over,
shit.
yeah, over and over and over again. It don't matter if you two were possibly moving together, possibly going through it together, whatever the fuck it was, but there has been uh like emotional, probably physical type of trauma, um, and passive aggressive shit, like you said. So yeah, with this death card, I don't know. I see it as just kind of letting that chapter close and moving on, starting forth. There's going to be a healing from this. It's gonna be something that you have to go through, letting this person go. So yeah, that's the future. I'm sorry, that's the recent past. The next card is the future,
Girl, you
and
ain't even let me get the death card, bitch.
you
Go
didn't do the
ahead.
death card.
No, Queen, I didn't.
Oh, well, do her. What is
Go
the
ahead.
death?
No, Queen, go.
No, you give
I
her,
don't want
give
to
her.
do it no more.
Okay, because I was gonna ask you about the next card, the future.
Okay, so
So,
what's did I don't think I did do death card. No. Well,
no,
I
you
do
didn't.
agree. I'll just say I do agree with everything definitely. And in the beginning I did say it's like when you think of the 10 of swords, there is a body still there and it's like is so done, this relationship or friendship or whatever the circumstance is so done. There's nothing left to yield from even poking it with a stick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, that shit is not returning at all. So definitely, I agree with that. So what's the next
Hmm.
card?
The future influence is the Fool card.
Okay, so
So
the
what are you seeing
Fool.
with that?
This is about new beginnings, and a lot of people, a lot of us, are very afraid of change. We become, especially if you're a fixed sign, bitch. You're a fixed bitch, honey. Any sort of change just make a bitch all type of nervous, and
Okay.
we have to like readjust. Um, but life is also about death. Life is also about closing chapters, and everyone that comes into your life, they're not always gonna, you be lucky if you leave out of here with one or two, bitch. Real ride or die, like bitches that'll come through, but eventually it's like I was coming up like a few years ago, like in this community, that so many people came and left that community because they had to go back to their own lives, or things will come up and friendships will close. People will join other different groups. And it's like, at first, I used to take it personally, oh, we can't keep in contact, or, you won't stay around. You're not making an effort to be my friend, and this, and that. But then eventually, it's like, I almost, in a way, became glad when some chapters closed. You know what I'm saying? Because you still, and going back to this Fool card, you still get you see a new version of yourself. You know, this card is about a newness, a wonder, you know, a bit of when you don't look at it from a negative connotation, because you know, when we think of death, it's kind of like a sadness, a mourning, but we don't a lot of times see when some chapters in relationships close for us the new version of ourselves that we become when we heal. You know, sis, I think you mentioned that. You talked about healing. You know, so I feel like this card is about newness, a beginning, healing, a new chapter. So let that shit go, honey. Whoever's dead, whatever's gone, let that shit go. Don't even like look back at her, because it's like a corpse in the road.
Okay. So we can move on to the next card.
Okay.
And the next card is the about the questionnaire, and it's the Seven of Swords.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's some shit like, and
there's
I think
a lot of backstabbing going on here.
A lot of backstabbing, a lot of shade. Y'all messy,
and a lot of narcissistic tendencies
Yeah,
going on
you're
here too.
like you, the person who this reading is for. You're not innocent. You're not an angel either. So I feel like
And that's how the girls like to come to Reynateas. Like, they just are so, you know, so pristine. And then we come to find out y'all girls got mouths. Y'all girls be pulling passive aggressive stunts, you know, pulling silent treatments, be doing the same thing to them, you know, the manipulators be doing. And it's like,
absolutely.
Then you want to slay a bitch. Then you want to get a bitch slayed.
Okay. That is exactly what this card is.
Come on there.
Like, it's like, girl, you're not innocent. You have also done underhanded things to this person. You've also lied to this person. So, you know, yeah, you want to come over here and act like, you know, this person did you wrong. And they're the ones that, you know, withheld and didn't give you. But you also did something to them, you know. You also hurt their feelings. And you know what you did. Okay, so what do you see with this card?
I definitely know. I agree. I feel like there's a lot of withholding. There's definitely a lot of withholding of information. Swords represents information, communication. So a lot of secretive, messy shit going on. Like, just a lot of like, I don't know why some people enjoy love like this or enjoy relation. I don't know, like, what y'all be on. See, people like that, they don't last long in my shit, because I don't like. It's either, you know, I know that we're not gonna agree on every single thing as friends, but we're at least gonna make an effort to be friends mutually, or and the shit is gonna feel like natural or whatever, or we're not gonna be friends, you know. But any bitch that I'm rolling with and she start giving me sort of like that underhanded, passive aggressive, like that snarky shit, I don't hang out with people like that. You know, I like good vibes. I like good vibes. So it's like, you know, you have to also think of what you've done in the situation too to this person. And if they don't want to be friends with your ass no more, or they don't want to be in a relationship with your ass no more, you know, what did you do? What did you really do? Because you know, sometimes the girls even come through to Reynateas and be giving us the text messages of what they be saying back and forth to their boyfriends and girlfriends. And y'all be really going in sometimes. So the Seven of Swords is like, what?
Seven of Swords.
The seven, right?
Seven. Yeah, seven. Yeah, so we can move on to the next card.
Okay.
And she's the environmental, and she's the Nine of Swords.
Girl, so swords and wands, like,
so what are you seeing with this Nine of Swords? Yeah.
The Nine
what
of
are you
Swords?
seeing with her?
So at this point, you're stressing. You must be stressing. You must be thinking, wow, like, is there a potential that this person could do harm to you? You're having all sorts of obsessive thoughts about the issue that's at hand, because this represents like when you're alone at night, you know, and you're kind of like the thoughts that are running through your head. I feel like this is also a relationship. I feel like this represents a bit of a relationship too.
Mm-hmm.
You're dwelling on what they said, what you could have said differently. Did you say the right thing? There's a lot of dwelling going on here. Um, and it's best not to do that. It's and even looking for closure. I feel like this card too could symbolize, you trying to find some peace of mind, like you needing something to put your mind at ease. And I think, from my perspective, just in relationships, I don't think it's always good to want that. I mean, at the end of the day, that's like giving a person power over your level of being okay. Sometimes you gotta be okay with this motherfucker. Y'all finally because we hear from a lot of people. It's like, oh well, it's been years and I've dealt with this abuse of them cheating and lying, and okay, that's a choice. That's a choice to persist in that. And when you leave, when you finally decide to leave, even when you want this motherfucker to pay, it's like you have to create your own sense of closure. Because even if this motherfucker does get slayed, or even if he does come back apologizing, or even if they don't ever speak to you again, you have to be okay with that. And I feel like this reading is about closing chapters, letting the
Mm-hmm.
dead be dead. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're just consumed with revenge, if you're just consumed with getting this person back, too, because the overarching theme is the Four of Pentacles,
Pentacles.
which is kind of like
Mm-hmm.
me, and mine, and the Ten of Swords, like backstabbing and getting this bitch back. So I don't know what you seeing, sis, with this. What are you seeing?
With this is definitely the person having like night terrors over here, stressing about it, over here going through it, thinking about it over and over again. Um, I feel like there's a lot of regrets. I feel like both sides have been mean and everything to each other. Um, but I feel like there's no going back at this point.
Mm.
You're just gonna be going back into another cycle of just drama and lying. So yeah, I feel like it's time for you to move on.
The
Yeah, I feel like it's
girls
time for
hate
you
to
to,
hear that.
yeah,
The girls be
it's
hating to
time
hear
for
that. They
you
they
to
will
move
sit in the
on.
fire. They will sit and roast in the fire and complain it is too hot.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's about you. Like it's about you and your life, and what you have to do, and you have to let this person go. For you to be the best at what you need to be. Yeah, you could have done whatever the fuck you did, but you're the one that's listening to the reading, so we're talking to you. So it's like, girl, listen, you still have things that you can do in this life, things that you can focus on to be the best you, and you need to let the situation go and focus on your money, because guess what? You did go to this person and you probably did give them, like your hand, like, hey, I need you, this, and that. And they said, fuck you. So it's time for you to let that shit go. Um, and stop stressing and dwelling on it.
See, and this
You know what
also
I'm
about a person
saying?
who you probably don't put work. You probably paid to get work done on this person already, or you probably did work on that person yourself, and you're stressing over the shit. hmm That's what this is kind of giving me as well. All the girls are
Mm.
wrapped up in this tea, honey.
Okay.
Just about all the girls.
Okay.
So who's
Yeah.
next?
So the next card is the inner emotion, and it's the Queen of Pentacles. So what are you seeing with that one?
I feel like this is there's either another person involved, maybe like a baby mama or a woman, a mother. This could also be representing the money, the graciousness, the giving. maybe this person, whoever this reading is for, they are dwelling a lot about how much they gave away to this person. But it's like with the five of chalices. I don't know if she's in this reading, but like the five of chalices, girl. The milk has been spilled, honey. Don't dwell on what you gave them, honey.
Oh, girl.
Don't dwell on what you gave them, because it's you still got you, though, right? Are you still okay? Is your health in good standing? Is your well-being in good standing? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you keeping up with maintenance? Because that's what's important. It's just you.
Okay, that star card,
Wow. Okay, so what you seeing with this, sis?
I agree. I feel like this card symbolizes, the person who we're doing the person who we're talking about. I feel like you have things that you need to focus on. You need to focus on your money. You need to focus on your health. You need to focus on you and do you. You still have, your life to live. You still have money to get. You need to focus on yourself and do better and be better, because you're not where you want to be at. That's the truth.
And put some effort into yourself and your look, because this card is about this card is about maintenance and
it is about maintenance.
Manicure.
Yeah. Yes. Getting them toes done, girl.
Right, that's right.
Getting them toes done.
Get you a fresh little unit, honey. A little wig.
Okay.
Fresh out the pack.
Hello. Yeah.
You better treat yourself, honey.
Yeah, you have aspirations. You have dreams that you need to focus on. Let this person go, because all they're gonna do is take your money, and your time. And I feel like it's toxic. I feel like it's
very toxic relationship. And if you're sleeping with them, please stop. Friends with benefits, stop.
No more. Let it go, because it's not gonna serve. It's not gonna serve whatsoever. So the last card, the final result, you said the five of chalices, but we got the four of chalices as the final result.
Oh, okay.
So the final result is the four of chalices, and I see this because the four of chalices in my deck, it's kind of talking about like a disinterested friendship, somebody who is not really your friend, somebody who is going to be using. It's like a relationship that does not benefit you. It's a relationship of two people who are just eating each other's shit up, who are just not good for, where there's no growth. I feel like it's stagnation. And I feel like you have the potential to go back into this relationship, because this is showing kind of like that you're going to go back to this person, that you are going to go back to this cycle of being kind of low level with this person, and doing the shit that they do, and just being in the messiness that they're in. And I feel like a part of you enjoys the emotional pain and the spilling of the cups. I feel like y'all enjoy this. I feel like y'all enjoy cussing each other out. I feel like y'all enjoy the drama and the coming back. Yeah, because there are probably, endorphins and all type of like chemicals when you are, reconciling with them, and it's that happy high moment. And I feel like a part of you probably loves that shit. So I feel like you're probably just gonna go back to the person. That's what I'm seeing with this final result. It's not always a happy ending. You know what I'm saying? So what are you seeing with this?
Well, with the four of chalices, I feel like this is saying, it's like the mirror's been shattered. When you put it back together, you're still gonna be able to see the cracks in the bitch. So even if you guys reconcile, you're gonna get like a momentary bliss, but then you're gonna fall right back into dissatisfaction. Like the same cycle's y'all gonna get tired of each other. Y'all gonna bicker and fight. There's no potential for a togetherness with this. There's
Mm-hmm.
no unity. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are not on the same path in
Okay.
what you guys want out of a relationship with one another.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. So yeah, girl, it's just looking like just
Hang that shit up. Hang
yeah,
it
that's
up.
our advice. Let it go, move on. Okay. You have
Get some new, honey.
yeah, focus on your endeavors, focus on your dreams, focus on what you want to do. Let this motherfucker go. Okay? Because y'all done did fucked up shit to each other, y'all done lied to each other, y'all been messy to each other, and it's gonna lead to some bullshit.
If you
And
go back to that, that's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be a tit for tat.
yeah,
It's gonna
and you
be a
just don't
relationship of
know.
one-upmanship. And like, what is that?
Yeah, that's like that's that's like two enemies being with each other, kind of, you know. It's like y'all just gonna end up what hating each other, but being with each other because of what? Like that's just it's that's that's some mental health shit. Like that is a mental problem. That is
That's
some
addiction, honey.
attachment.
That's addiction.
Yeah, it is addiction. That's some sick shit. Get it together. Yeah, get it together.
You're gonna get the real
Like,
tea at Reynateas. You know,
yeah, yeah, with this struggle love and this fighting and drama and beating each other up and, you know, just not
all the
trying to help
bickering,
each other.
all
Yeah,
the
the
bickering.
fighting and it's like, and the cussing each other out. Like, come on, grow up, grow up. Because really, the future girl, you are a fool, honey. You have a lot to learn. You have a lot to motherfucking learn, and you're not ready to move on. You're not ready to do this life alone without this motherfucker. You still want to hang on and do the shit that you're used to. So, you wanted a reading, girl. You were curious. Here you go. But you're not doing shit about it.
You love him, Nuki. Nuki, do you love him?
mm,
That's some.
mm,
That's
mm,
some.
mm,
That's
mm.
some yum. Well, I mean, we all have to learn, sis. We all have to go through it, girl. You know, at some point, you will have to wake the fuck up, unless you're just gonna persist in that. And even if you do, they're still just gonna continue to either lie, cheat, steal, or do
Yeah.
whatever kind of abusive shit that they've been doing to you. It's not gonna change.
Okay. Not gonna change,
Did
honey.
did,
And
did we
these,
post that video where I was talking about? I don't know if I posted that video, but I was kind of talking about that in a video, and I was like, even if we bring them back with magic, they don't come back like some Prince Charming. Oh my God, there's just this brand new person in total Google Gaga love with you. No, bitch, they return with the same snarky, bullshit, same twist, same flick of the wrist, girl. Like it's the same person coming back that you fought with and broke up with, in the first place. So whatever those lingering issues are, when they return, when you get back together with them, it's just retying the knot.
right.
But the girls have to learn,
They do. They do.
don't be mad at the girls. The girls are young. Let the neophytes come out.
Young child.
Let the neophytes come out. So that's our reading for this evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning
Yeah.
in. Let us know down in the comment section below your thoughts. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking for a personal one-on-one reading, feel like this girl could be you, want some deeper in-depth consultation, T, not a dog in my neighborhood acting up. Okay. Then check us out in the description box, Reynateas at bigcartel.com or Big Cartel Reynateas. You'll see it down there. And we'll see you
Yes.
guys in the next one.